Yes, become the content. Help build the culture behind the community here at Canary Cry NewsTalk by contributing with your God-given talent. All we ask is that whatever you do is made for the show. And we don't have any audio producer. Oh, no, we do have. Oh, we got one. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. We have an audio production today.
Audio production.
And again, if there are more that came in, I didn't get to it. We will get to it on the next episode. Apologies because, running everything solo back here. But Caleb came in with a bunch of stuff here. Thank you, producer Caleb. First up, we have the Jared Kushner, a transhumanist jingle.
My generation is, hopefully with the advances in science, the first generation to live forever, or the last generation that's going to die.
I shall be
I love that. That is fantastic. I told you, the stars align. I didn't, Caleb didn't know that I was going to talk about little bit, tiny little lizard satans. But Caleb's jingle here has the little man voice, the little Jared Kushner declaring immortality. It just all aligns. It's the Holy Spirit, folks. I love that this show has that. He also gave us the quote from Jared Kushner, which isolated. Thank you very much.
My generation is, hopefully with the advances in science, the first generation to live forever, or the last generation that's going to die.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right, buddy. Okay. You're hanging out with crazy people there, Jared Kushner. Thank you very much. He also gave us he said, I believe you guys mentioned you can use a Pelosi jingle. So here are a few ISOs, compilations. Use them at your disposal. Thank you very much, Caleb. Let's try this first one of Pelosi Science.
Science is the answer. Science, 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 and science.
Oh, gosh. I don't think I would be curious if somebody could walk up to Miss Pelosi and just ask her, what is science? Can you define science for me? That would be good. All right. And then we also have Trump Crazy Pelosi.
That crazy Nancy. She is crazy.
He doesn't know what he's talking about once again.
She's lost it.
I like the splice up. It really just adds a certain flavor to it. And also, of course, Pelosi chocolate.
Chocolate is good for your teeth.
I like it better than anything else. I enjoy it.
Chocolatey.
Chocolate is good for your teeth. Oh, where's the science on that, Nancy? And what kind of chocolate are you talking about? Are you talking about like pure cocoa chocolate? Or are you talking about what? What kind of chocolate? Chocolate ice cream? Because I don't think chocolate ice cream is good for your teeth. All right. Oh, you know what? I should have played the Jared Kushner jingle as part of the transhumanist thing earlier, but yeah. All right. Thank you very much to Caleb. Appreciate the ISOs and jingles. It really does help in terms of creating the library of jingos. That's a combination between jinkos and jingles put together. Jingles. And, at a certain point, I'd like to make all of that public, all of this stuff that we've made. And it's just a huge library of ISOs and jingles. Just make it public. Let people use it for whatever, use they want. But yeah, it's going to take some time to organize all that. All right, we also got some art.
One art, please.
And we start with Dame Allie of the Skillet Nation.
One art, please. One art, please. Another one from Allie now. Here it is.
And as usual, content, folks. Content. The breaks aren't just to meander about, our producers. They're providing actual content. And today, we have a haiku to go with it. Russian oil execs beware. A Dame Ebony Blaze haiku. Chairman of Lukoil, Ravil Maganov, has died at the hospital. Had heart attack, then jumped from hospital window. Antidepressants. Lukoil confirmed death. Said Maganov died after serious illness. 4 oil execs dead in mysterious manners. what's going on. And yeah, this is a portrait of Ravel. Ravel, spelled R-A-V-I-L, Ravil maybe. Maganoff, the chairman of Lukoil, who, yeah, the story goes, he jumped out of a window or something in the hospital. This is CBS News. Top Russian oil exec dies after falling from hospital window. Yeah, okay. Maganoff, 67, committed suicide, according to TASS, which is the Russian propaganda arm. And there's a photo of this guy here in the article. And going back to Ali's art, just uncanny, exact portrait of this man who passed. And yeah, you can see every wrinkle on his face when he was still alive, and also very clearly lizard people eyes. Which it reminds me, by the way, just as a side note, going back to the tiny lizard people theme of today's show, you think about the Nephilim and how the sons of God and, the daughters of men, and then, it was sort of an abomination, and they were born as giants. They became giants. It's almost like little tiny Satan was jealous, and, because they're so little, he made revenge. Are you going to make humans God? Well, I'll mess that up by mating with the human women and then creating super giants. So you know how I feel as little teeny weeny miniature Satan. Anyway, just a side note I forgot to mention earlier. But yes, very, very well done, Dame Ali. And thank you for the haiku that explains so succinctly what's going on, or just asks the question what's going on. There's a bunch of oil execs over in Russia. I mean, if I was an oil exec, I would just resign and be like, I'm out. Just let me sail off into the sunset, Putin. Don't need your goons on my back, giving me heart attacks and forcing me to jump out windows. So there you go. Thank you very much, Dame Ali of the Skillet Nation. Next up, we have Sir Dove, Knight of Rusbeltia.
One art piece from Dove.
And here's a note here, Sir Dove does. Peace. For this week's NWO Fantasy League update, we've got some promotional artwork of one of the most feared players in the league, captain of the SS Raiders, George S. Hope you guys like it. Keep doing what you do. I'll keep praying for you. Yes, George S. I'm not going to say his full name. You know who we're talking about. And as the NWO Fantasy League style permits or brings from Sir Dove, you have a picture of a kind of a blurred background of a football stadium, and you got the NWO Fantasy League logo on the top right there, and up close is George S. in his football gear. Let me see. Let's see what number is he. You can't tell what number he's wearing. Very typical. I almost said his name. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, George. We can say his name, Soros. He's apparently a captain, 4-star. He's on the SS Raiders, who has the Raiders logo, except the pirate guy has derpy eyes and a tongue sticking out. And instead of the little Raiders thing on his helmet, he's got the SS. He's also got the derpy NFL logo. And again, you can't tell what number he is. I'm going to guess he's number 5 because 5 looks kind of like an S, and we're talking about George S. That's my guess there. And of course, yeah, you zoom into his face and real sneaky there. Sneaky looking George. He's got the headband with the Nike logo in the shape of a whip. And yeah, there you go. George S. New World Order Fantasy League. Which, by the way, I don't know the progress. I'm not fully in tune with all of it, but I know it's taking place. People are still signing up. Just go to nwofl.com.
It is a New World Order Fantasy League. They're all 100% eugenics, transhumanist lizards that control everything. They hate you.
Yeah, they hate you. Okay, thank you very much, Sir Dove, Knight of Rusbeltia. We're going to move on here to Mark A. Mark A brings us a little comic, a 4-celled image, each with things going on. Let me describe for you as best as I can what is going on. This is titled No Man Knows the Hour. And on the top left here, it's got King Jesus. I'm assuming this is Jesus on the clouds. And he's kind of peering over the clouds, looking down on earth. And there's a speech bubble there. It says, "Oh, my, Dad, do you see what they're doing?" And then in the next cell, it's got thenews.com breaking Kids Mullet Champ 2022. It's got a couple headshots of the winner of the Kids Mullet competition, which, by the way, I don't know who won that thing, but man, we were talking about how, this is going to usher in the end. But yeah, in that vein here, you have Jesus looking over the clouds saying, "Oh, look what they're doing." And you see the Kids Mullet Champ. And then on the third cell there, Jesus is jumping on his white horse. And speech bubble, "Get ready to blow that trumpet. I have to get down there." And then from the throne of God, from Yahweh himself, "Wait!" Next cell. This is again from the temple. It gets worse. Well done, Mark A. Very well done. He has a note that says, "Shalom, boys. Hope yins like this one, Mark A." Yep, thank you. We totally love it. This is exactly what we were talking about, but also your own little twist. That we were just joking that the Kids Mullet competition is going to unleash the apocalypse, but at the same time, God stopping Jesus from coming down on the white horse, saying, "It gets worse." Good stuff. I'm sure this has happened multiple times. Jesus is like, "Oh, that must be it," and God says, "Nope, gets worse." To the point where in the scriptures it actually talks about the souls who are under the throne of God, begging God, like, "Hey, God, when are we going to stop this bloodshed?" But yeah, very much so. Appreciate it, Mark A. Thank you. All right, we got a couple of microfiction today.
Microfiction. Microfiction.
And our first one comes from Runk Smash. Collapsing his origami hands, Derwin slips out of the cuffs while the agents argue. Leaping away, he lands on one of the robot cows. The agents give chase, but the design of the cow's internal fan and waste reclamation system render that a mess. Oh yeah, be careful. Be careful of those internal systems of the cow there. It can really, really create a mess. Thank you very much, Wrong Smash. We also have another microfiction from Irene. I don't know if Irene has a stage name or a producer name. I forget. I'm sorry if I didn't remember, but producer Irene, as we will call you for this episode, had a note here, and it is a microfiction, but it is accompanied by a couple pieces of art as well. So this is like the whole package going on here. So let me read a little bit from the note, and then I'll do the actual microfiction. She says, "Hello, Basil and Gons. I had a Canary Cry themed dream a few nights ago. If played right, I guess it could be sort of like a microfiction. So without further ado, Basil bursts into a room shouting frantically, 'Let's go, Gons! I've discovered an ancient artifact which, according to the legend, is a key to a great treasure. Someone has traced it down for us. We have to go now!' Basil leads the way to a submarine, and they dive deep into the ocean and find a submerged castle. Surprisingly, there's a pocket of breathable air in it. Basil and Gons must continue their journey on foot now. In one of the chambers, they discover a bedroom with the skeleton remains of a dead king. Upon closer inspection, they discover an ornate cast iron spear. I lost my place. Give me 1 second. Showed the image of this gruesome scene with the iron spear. Okay. Yes. Oh my gosh. Where is it? I completely lost my place. This microfiction is too long, Irene. Okay. Yes. They discover a skeleton remains of dead king. Upon closer inspection, they discover an ornate cast iron spear lodged in the dead king's side, hinting at the cause of his demise. But the strangest part is that there's a pair of modern sunglasses covering presumably empty eye sockets. Then, this is it, says Basil. The spear is the key. Legend has it that whoever removes it from the final place must battle the undead king, as he will come back to life. As our heroes lean in yet closer, they could almost swear that through the tint of the dark glasses, they could see 2 eyes burning with light. However, as they took off the shades, there was nothing there. The end. Okay, well, my screw-up at least allowed for a great timing of the end there. Fun how that works. The note continues. This is a dream you had? This is crazy, Irene. The note continues. I woke up. So far, no sequel yet. To be fair, I have fallen asleep a few times listening to the Canary Cry radio. Unintentionally, of course, mistakes were made, lessons were learned. And she has a list here. Do listen to Canary Cry Radio and Canary Cry NewsTalk. Don't fall asleep while at it. Side effects may include, but not limited to, extensive use of words like supposedly, allegedly, and there you go. We do say that a lot. Finding yourself singing, humming People Zoo and other canary-themed songs out loud in public. Yeah, that's a good one. Every time you come across a fun fact, you can hear it in your head in Basil's voice. You can hear the Canarian jingles in your head as you read the news. Yeah, that's a good one too. Have an urge to bring up some kind of conspiracy every time you have a conversation with friends, family. Fantastic. Coming up with random rhymes in your head, such as leave a message and review lest moon fist come to face near you. Well, that's a good one. I like that. And my circumstances keep changing. And with the doom of Twitch channel, I find it harder to find time to listen to CCNT. On that note, special thanks to the Clippies. The older Canary Cry Radio episodes, however, are generally shorter. I've been discovering the origins of the wormicorn and other gems. I've included a brief sketch of my dream. We don't have to share. Oh, I love sharing this. There's also, yes, a sketch of a Basil on the left here with a speech bubble that says, So long, Ganj, you're flying solo. My people need me. As he takes off in his rocket pack there. It uses so much oxygen, you know. On the desk there, you got little Monty hanging over there, as well as the unicorn image in the back. And there's a photo of a burning man in the back, indicating where he's going to be. And then on the right side of the image is me giving out a big sigh. My son climbing a bookshelf in the back. My daughter interrupting, little Cody, the dog, thinking about food and bothering the show. This is very accurate, by the way, of the situation we are in. I'm going to share this with my wife so that she understands the situation. I'm glad you're able to sketch this out for us, Irene. Appreciate it. I just felt like words fell a bit short. In fact, you don't have to read the microfiction. Oh, we love reading the microfiction. So anyway, thank you very much, Irene. This was fun. And yeah, so dream turned to microfiction. You know, we do live in your ear holes a lot. And so if you do fall asleep, warning, you may dream about us. You may dream that we are there somehow, having a conversation with you or amongst ourselves. One warning about podcasting. You could become dream friends. You got to pay attention to what podcasts you fall asleep to. Thank you very much, Irene. And thank you to all the producers who came in with their talent. Really appreciate it. And yeah, certainly fun to go through some of this stuff as, you know, again, it's building the culture behind the community. And yeah, it'd be interesting to hear if we have any more dreams, especially, you know, that's the other thing that's weird. The theme for Burning Man, Irene, was waking dreams. And we had our own little waking dream microfiction. Fascinating, fascinating, fascinating. Especially, you know, with the spear and the under the ocean and wow, there's a lot there. There's a lot there. We might have to revisit this once Basil gets back so we can analyze perhaps something that was taking place over at the burn. And we can connect some more dots. So thank you very much to all the producers who came in with their talent.